Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews. Welcome back to NEBR, New England Beer Reviews. New from Smuttynose of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, I'm going to try their Zinneke. This Zinneke is at 8.4% ABV. It is a Belgian barrel-aged stout. Exactly what it says. It says Belgian style stout aged in bourbon barrels. So I just shortened it by a couple of letters. But anyway, there's also a description on the side. Let's see if I can read this here. Named in honor of the doggy denizens of Brussels, this hybrid beer is a mix of what we love best in the big beer series. It is a roasty stout, but fermented with a Belgian yeast, which brings out the beautiful fruity notes. We set aside a portion of this batch to age in bourbon barrels to allow the stout's chocolate and caramel flavors to marry with the wood's natural vanilla and roastiness. The final blend pairs well with both savory dishes and your favorite desserts. This one's dated 2012. That really sounds like quite a mouthful and quite a variety of flavors all in one single beer. So I'm really looking forward to trying this new beer from Smuttynose of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And another thing about Zinneke, even though it's not mentioned on the bottle here, there's a parade that happens in Brussels. It's a cultural parade that happens in Brussels every other year. It promotes cultural ideas and whatnot. They call that Zinneke as well. So that's what I thought it might be named after at first, but no, they explained it here. It's named after doggy denizens. Right, well, anyway, let's give it a pour into this Bornum glass. And I love the sound of the pour that it makes out of the big bottles. It just has a big, bold sound to it. Okay, there we go. Let's put this over here. Oh, there's a ton of aroma coming off this already, and I haven't even put it up to my nose. But first, let's take a look at the color on this. And we're getting a really nice dark brown, almost black. It's a dark kind of ebony brown color with, up to the light, just the slightest hint of red hues, but that just might be the light bouncing off the, the natural color in this. Let's check out the aroma. Wow, listen, smell this. Really smells nice, and I'm getting the slight chocolate, and I am getting the, I'm getting some nice upfront malts. They brew this with 7 different malts, including chocolate malts. And they have 2 hops. They use Magnum and Glacier hops to brew this one. So I really love this aroma. It's perfumey, but not the floral hoppy type of perfume. It's just really got a nice bouquet, a nice note on the nose, to say the least. Very pleasant and malty, a bit of chocolate, maybe a slight smoky note of some kind as well. So it's just got a wonderful, inviting aroma. Check out the taste. Not sure where to start with that. It's a really tasty beer. I could end the review right here and say, this is a tasty beer. And you could take my word for it, and I expect if you tried it, you might agree with me. It's coming up front sweetness. The sweet malts, sort of like the aroma, are the first thing you get in the taste. The body is medium to bold. There's a slight lingering character to it, a lingering bitterness. It's not a highly bittered beer, but it's there's enough there to linger on for a moment or two after you sip it. And it just starts off with a kind of a fruit character, as they described. Sometimes it's hard for me to take the description out of my mind, and sometimes I want to kind of find that aroma or find that flavor after I read the description. so it may not always be a good idea to read the description. Yet at the same time, I like to inform my viewers what the beer is all about. But yeah, I notice a slight fruit, a moderate bitterness, not a low bitterness, but a moderate lingering bitterness, dark malts, nice sweet, dark caramel maybe in this, you know, like a Milky Way bar to some degree, but not that chocolatey. And slight acidity or astringency. It's got just a bit of a little bite that way. Nothing that's very, you know, nothing that's not bad about it. It's just, there's just something that's kind of sharp on there. It's kind of tart, sharp, that's in there as well. I'm glad I picked up this beer. It really is a nice beer. It's, again, something new from Smuttynose, and Smuttynose usually puts out some really good beers, and I think all the beers I've reviewed by them I've really given pretty good grades to for the most part. So, and this one's really no different. Smuttynose, though, is well known around the eastern seaboard of the US and even out in other parts of the country. You can find Smuttynose in many parts of the country, but I'd say it's probably most predominant around the eastern seaboard, Atlantic seaboard of the US. And around the northeast and whatnot. But anyway, this is a Belgian style stout aged in bourbon barrels, and yeah, I am getting that sort of wooden barrel flavor as well, so I don't want to forget about mentioning that. But it's a really nice beer. And take a look at the label. Yeah, another one of those fine little artistic pieces from Smuttynose. They love to feature interesting characters on their labels. So that's it for today. The Smuttynose Zinneke. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.